Hello there, my fellow Lycan. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion. Episode 96, the final episode, Ave Imperator. Alright, defense successful. The map for this is massive? Yeah, this isn't even the largest size. Surprisingly. It gets larger than this. What size is this anyway? 300 by 300? Goes up to 4 by 4. So, 90,000 tiles and max size is almost twice that size? At 16 or 160,000 tiles, up from 90. Dell's gonna need to clean some more toilets. There actually hasn't been sewage for him to do for a while. Alright, so the attack away teams are just about done. Coming back in. I'm gonna have them rest briefly and then take, maybe what I'll do is take some of the slaves out to help with the construction projects as well. See if we can get that road made. Yeah, the Garland Grove I think was a 400 by 400. I probably should never play on 400 by 400 because it took like an entire day to cross corner to corner. Really is not a wise use of zoning or size for that matter. Mistakes were made, not to be made again. Hey Radder, are you annoyed that you were cut by these idiots? There. Express your anger in terms of viscous vomit that is on fire. Alright, first of the road making. Tranlanry, or no, maybe Mila and Severine. So let's try this. Form Caravan to here. Mila and Severina plus Ranya, Atlu. Actually, not all slaves should even be going out. Like, the cook slave shouldn't. So, let's see. Roa and Kilius Fortuna will be going on this one. So we got 4 people. I don't really need horses because we're not actually moving anywhere. Have them take all the pemmican. And 3 bedrolls. So if 3 bedrolls... Maybe I'll try to load up an extra bedroll. Or something. Alright, if we only have 3 bedrolls, I'll rethink this. It will be a couple. So I'll do Gagu, Ray... because they're a couple and they can share one. But yeah, I don't have a lot of travel food, which, you know, is what it is. Doris, what gear do you got tattered? Your shield. You'll switch that up. So Gagu Ray. Yeah, here we go. Build Stone Road here. Or actually, you know what? I think it's too late. I was going to say I might just do dirt roads, lowering the goal. Just so that we can get it done. I think it's late for that queue. And then I'll have one more road crew come out. Which could be... maybe Bebo, Elba. You know what I'll do? So, for science, I'm gonna see if it's like a matter of how many people are working. So I'm gonna send like a whole bunch of my guys out on this next one. For science. So, I'm gonna bring a lot of the cheese. And whatever jerky that we have available. It's obviously not a lot of food. So we'll have them take some of the grills. I know the grills are going to spoil pretty quickly. Some of the simple meals too. This is only really for science. And I'll bring some horses so we get there quick. Winter is setting in, and hard. First of the winter, it's hard snow and negative 16 Celsius. Winter's not messing around at all. I did just reallow all the hay grass. Let's re-forbid it. Just because I don't think we need to haul it. I'm going to keep an eye on the food available for the animals to open up for hay if they need it. Oh. This is weird. This road making crew stopped making roads? And then the other group hasn't even left yet. So path is a lot faster. I'll just have them make paths. And then if there's room to improve the roads at the before the end of the stream, we can consider that. Maybe the fore group will do paths and the other will do roads or something. If this group ever leaves, my goodness. I don't know what's going on with their caravan formation, but it's been like a day of them mustering. Oh, there they go. Finally. I'm starting to lose faith that they'd ever leave. And the path to the south, I think, will be easier. So for science here, I'm going to have the two groups race. One is obviously twice the size of the other. And see if it's like a party size as an ability to make roads quick. So you both in position? Come on. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll deal with that in a moment. Oh, that's a lot of slaves. Okay, this is gonna be bloody. Yeah, seems like the more populous group is making him quicker. Raven has died in the slave rebellion. Lazy is alive. Branya's down. Lost a leg. Cerise, you think that's funny? You will regret that. So Severina's finished like twice as fast, so it is just population numbers. Got it. It's good to know. Fowen died. Well, that's the second time Fowen messed around and learned the hard way not to. But the rebellion is suppressed. And now we just have to bury two dummies that thought that they could get away with that. And then patch up the rest. Managing two big projects at once, the slave suppression project and the road building. I can now see why the last empire fell to crumble. Because of the necessary micromanagement required. Is a lot. Still have a lot of people that haven't been returned to their beds, so I'm trying to do that now. Are you still rebelling? I don't know, I'll 10 you. Figure that out. Okay, Nabla, this is getting really annoying. I keep trying to bring Nabla to bed, and he's like, "Oh, I'm fine," and then falls back over. I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty hilarious. Rania died to blood loss. Well, I'll dig more graves. So Lazy is the only other one that's like bleeding a lot, I think, and Ficus isn't bleeding. So I think we won't have any other blood loss, if I am not mistaken. Yep, they're getting patched. Alright, Supia. Let's go ahead and bury Branya. Apparently it's not allowed. This grave is normal. This grave is important. So it should be. Maybe someone's already doing it. That got pretty messy there. Pretty messy indeed. I'm gonna tend the rest of the people. Trying to get all of our wounds. Because you never know when the next fight is. We are relatively understaffed here at home, so it's going to be important to have everyone ready and willing to defend our city. Given that we're skeleton crew. So Atlu hasn't been tended to, and you're missing an arm. You were already missing an arm. And then Lazy. And then for the others that fought... Who lost a leg? Was it Branya that then bled out? I think that was the case. The path's coming together. The stone roads are obviously a lot more work. But the movement difficulty of these paths is actually pretty good. The paths are effective. I mean, there's a lot of improvements to be made. There's a lot of these roads are just dirt roads. We could obviously have, like, stone everywhere, but a bit out of scope of what I'm trying to do. About 2.5 days of food left for the pathing. And it does look like we're going to have a full network by then. So I'll have them spend the rest of the time trying to make improvements to it. What I'll probably end up doing is having Severina's group come home after, and then having Gagu, Ray, Kalius, and Roa continue with their road improvements. Just so that we have a defended home. So these guys will stay out here. We are now connected, technically, to the rest of Rome. Yeah, the movement speed is a lot better. 28 tiles a day. Up from like 14, it's like double movement speed. Even with the basic path. Okay, as far as I could tell, everyone's been tended to. We haven't done the burials yet. Fowen is buried there, Raven is buried there. And we just have Branya. For whatever reason, like, Branya doesn't seem to be able to be buried, which is odd. I'm gonna try to force it now. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you just gotta game the system. And a slave going on a psychic binge. That's funny. We gained the technology of central heating. The Eastern Republic has recently made a breakthrough in their technological advancements and has shared the technology with you. What's funny about that is, yeah, central heating isn't a technology that we have. So, you know, I was saying earlier that the mod sets for this was kind of slapped together a little bit. This is what I mean. I actually don't see any of the central heating stuff here, though. So it's bugging out a little bit, giving me technology that is restricted or removed from the mod set. But I still don't have the technology, I don't think, available to me, as there's no central heating stuff here. So, a little messed up, but it's still fun. So the stone road is decreasing the movement difficulty by half. The dirt path is decreasing the movement difficulty by half. So there really is no advantage of stone road over dirt path, as far as the game is concerned. Got it. So it doesn't really matter if we're making the nicer roads. It's just a matter of prestige at this point. Okay. Good to know. Oh, we have one more road left. And then we will be all set. Still leaves me wondering if construction skill is a factor or if it's just sheer numbers. I'm guessing maybe for ease of modding, it could be sheer numbers for road building, and the construction skill isn't a factor, but I don't know. Yeah. Seems like this pasture is about grazed out. So I am going to pop open the, Del will be you. I'm going to pop open the hay storage here so that the animals here that are without nutrition can fulfill. And it looks to me like I might wrap this series up a little early. I don't think I'm going to have to go all the way to top of the hour. There's nothing meaningful left for me to do. I'm going to move on. Okay, all the slaves can now walk. Normally I would consider punishments for orchestrating such a large rebellion, but in this case with no time left in the stream, I don't think it's needed. Caravans. No, it's not actually idle. Oh, that's lucky. So, I got sick, but only one person out on the caravan. Actually, with that in mind, don't come home. Don't bring your fever home. Stay out there, please. I'm kidding. It's not safe to be caravanning when you're sick. So they'll finish that road up and then return home. Cheeky mate, thank you for the resub. And Radlocker for the cheer. Is Ray really not being... Oh no, you got tended. You just need to get home. So I saw a lot of the torchlights went out, queuing up tree cutting, hoping that wood would get hauled to the shelves to allow the slaves to relight torches. Hasn't happened yet, though. You know, I just realized is I don't think... No, this doesn't need heat. Never mind. I was going to say, yeah, it might be needed to heat the thermobath, but it's a geothermal-driven thermobath. We do have a bunch of senators without meals. Oh, is that because... Yeah, Cerise died, didn't... So who of the slaves died? Foen, Raven, Rania? Oh, where'd Cerise go, then? He must have died. Because she's definitely not working here anymore. Did she... Did she escape? She may have escaped. What kind of rebellion was it? Oh, she's in prison? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I arrested her instead of, put her back in bed. Alright, well, we'll re-enslave her at some point, but we will need, because the senators up here are starving. So we have a Central Villa slave, we have a Eastern Villa slave, but we don't have a Western Villa slave? So Ryder, you get to be the Western Villa slave. Those senators need money. Or food. Not money. Food. Juhu, stop. It's not working. Oh, wait, what? Did I put you... So, starvation. Davis, so it's the Western Villa. Sorry, I misdid that. Let's try this again. There we go. Where is Ryder on this list? There you are. Alright, so now those senators can eat. And they're no longer starving. The mayor is, though. There we go. Horses offered hay. And the road building team, with about a half days of food, is returning back to Lycan Air. This might very well be the largest colony I've built. Like in terms of wealth value structure, it is sprawling. Definitely, I will say, expansive colonies are pretty challenging in terms of their management, unless you use a lot of technology or mods to help with logistics. Because a huge percentage of the challenge here has just been a logistics one. Trying to get things from point A to point B efficiently, especially without like freezing and refrigeration and all of that. You know, medieval or pre-industrial logistics is an undertaking. Is it more valuable than a complete starship? It is about nearly twice as valuable as an Arcanexus colony. So it isn't up to 1 million. I've had wealthier colonies, but this one is, I think, more luxurious than it is wealthy. Definitely the largest logistically, for sure. The production chains and shelving and management is it's a headache. A good kind of headache, but a headache all the same. Come on, Ray, get home. How is your health? Are you gonna die from the flu? No, it's just about even. As soon as you get some bed rest, you'll be fine. Wendy's workshop was pretty dang big. True. I think it was not quite this big, though. I'm glad I had them turn back when they did. Although they collected a hell of a lot of berries. It looks like Cerise is about to rejoin. I feel like if you ever do arrest a slave in prison, you should be able to re-enslave them first try. It's like, given freedom of movement or not freedom of movement, who would pick not freedom of movement? And now that Ray is home, let's quickly review the details of this series. So as you can see, the backstory is that the senators were useless. They believed in complete decadence, giving way for the crumbling of the unified republics. And we set out to unify the republics again with our meritocracy approach. And we managed to do that with our 4 Lycan leaders banding together, pooling their money, buying the land rights, and building Lycan Air. The goal was to gain enough influence from the senators to obtain the right to claim ourselves emperors of Rome, which has happened. And then as an added bonus, making roads to the new Rome. And all members are members of the Senate, members of our ideology. And to that end, having fulfilled all of the conditions, we have gained the influence of enough Roman senators to be granted the honor of ascending to the ruling clan of Rome. The current Lycan loyalists: Klein, Sandwick, Somrus, Josephus, Acide, Davis, Cuere, Serafina, Lisco, Jespis, Marin, Tale, Hernane, Rice, Kata. Those were the senators. And then, of course, we have Darius, Gagu, Trenlanry, Mila, Joshua, Severina, Mike, Scotus, Bell, Scipia, Bibo, Elba, Lucia, Ray, Ficus, Deus, Julia Daria, Plastrum, and Maxis as plebeians, or patricians in this case. And then the slaves would be Lolopor, Del Pierre, Nabla, Atlu, Darzan, Livia, Calius Fortuna, Roa, Lazy Rider, Niblin, and Juhu as our slaves. Right at the end there, due to that grand rebellion, we did have to bury more slaves than we intended. But in memory of Boudica, Canius, Gavros, Geraz, Tokus, Foen, Raven, and Scala. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan.